10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Peace, what's good, people? I am your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Y'all already know what it is. You are tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, and there is only one way to go from here. Guys, tonight is a pop-up show. We are dedicating this show to our brother that we lost, DJ Cisco, Craig Coleman from DJC Radio Global. Okay, we are going to be celebrating his life today and remembering him, and this is going to be done amongst me and a few other people that knew him. We will be opening up the phone lines, and guys, if you come across this, make sure you share it with the people who have known him as well too. But let's bring on Karen and Godson onto the stage. Call it the stage. Let's bring them on. Welcome, y'all.
Peace and blessings.
Yes, listen, I'm definitely excited to have you guys come on and also be a part of this. Hello, Sydney. Shout out to Mama There Goes That Band. For me, it's hard, right? It is very kind of difficult for me to get on here and talk, but I could not do anything for DJ Cisco. DJ Cisco has been the number one supporter since day one, since I've met him. And he has always been really passionate about helping people and helping independent artists. And I just wanted to come on here to show my love to him and pay my respects. And I wanted you guys to also be a part of it as well. And for those who are tuning in, before we get started, what's up, Shaki? I want to remind everybody, because it is hard for us to reach each and every individual. So what I would like people to do is, if you are tuned in right now, please share this. Please share this link and share this live with someone. Share it to, babe, can you mute wherever that noise is coming from? Share it to his Facebook page. Share it to Cisco Coleman, Gary Price, DJC Radio Global, DJC Records, Make It or Break It, all of that stuff on so that people who might not have been able to get a chance to speak on DJ Cisco or just pay their respects, this is an opportunity now for them to also do that. You could bring it up. I don't know how it is. Is it? Okay.
All right. Y'all hear background from my end?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's very.
Okay. I have to move. Okay. I'm gonna retire to somewhere there is quiet.
All right. Yeah, just so when we're talking, people could hear and tune in. But listen.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to Al Mosley. I see you on the check-in. Let me just tell y'all a little bit. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about how I met DJ Cisco, and then I'm gonna let everybody else go into how you guys met him and some words y'all have to say about him. Can you mute them? Okay, thank you. So a little bit about me. I met DJ Cisco actually from John Hall, also known as Jay Smooth. Karen, you know John Hall, right? Yeah. Big shout out to John Hall, aka Jay Smooth. I met I was on another platform being interviewed for one of my singles called Free. And John Hall came on there and he kept saying, hey, I need y'all to, I need you to link up with my peoples. I want you to go on his platform. And I was like, oh, okay. So then he gave me the information, and then I came on and I sent him the song. He was like, send me the song because he's going to play it on his radio station. So I sent the song, and DJ Cisco played it. He loved it. He kept playing it over and over again. And he told me how much he loved the song. And he was just so supportive right from the jump before I even met him in person. But it was almost like meeting him, right? Like you just knew him forever. It's crazy. But that's how I ended up meeting him. And I became a fan of his show. And I became also an artist that he supported on his show. And from there, we built a very good friendship. And, you know, it's just, for me, when I think about it, it's still kind of difficult to deal with, difficult to accept, I guess, because, you know, when you're talking to this brother every day on a regular basis, it's just like, darn, like, how did this happen? And it happened so quick. And it was almost so fast that it was unbelievable. Believe me, I bought my glasses here because I was like, if I cry, I don't want people to see me cry. I don't like people seeing me cry. But I said, Godson, Karen, she got her tissue. Listen, I told my daughter too, I got a little tissue in my pocket. I told my daughter, I said, let's see if Godson is, he good. If my daughter said, Mom, you gonna be okay? Because she know I'm a big crybaby. When I got the call from his wife, Alina, first of all, when I woke up and seen that she called me at like 4 something in the morning, I had I know a call at that time coming from his wife, it can only mean one thing. I was so scared to call her back. And then when I did, she told me that he was gone, and it broke me. I mean, it broke my heart. I think I sat in one spot for like 3 days. 3 days, I couldn't even move. It was just messed up because, again, you know, I cherish my friendships with people. I cherish good people and people who have good hearts. And that was him. He had a heart, a good heart. And don't get me wrong, me and Cisco had our falling outs. You better believe we had our arguments. We would have it. And it didn't even matter because we always came back to being friends, but we still, you know, we had a good relationship. And I personally was like this. His name will live on through us. You understand? Amen. Through us. We will make his name live on through us. Big shout out to Wesley. Which one of you guys, Karen, Godson, I would like y'all to go ahead and speak on DJ Cisco.
Go ahead, Sister Karen.
Oh, thank you. DJ Cisco was instrumental in converting me to hip hop.
Okay.
And more so with independent artists. I got to know a lot of wonderful independent artists, and I met Cisco through his show. Chrissy Fischetti had done some marketing and networking for him, and she tagged me on, and I started listening, and I really liked what he had to say, and he kept trying to talk me into calling into the show. And, well, I am really a shy person. Okay. Believe it or not, some people don't, but that was 2015.
Right.
In 2016, DJ Cisco started Project Unity, and the first one was in Stratton, Pennsylvania. And I wasn't able to go to the show, but I was able to listen to it because he, not televised, but he put it live on his show on Mixler. And then the next show was in Chicago. You bet I was there. It's the first time I got to meet DJ Cisco. And I also got to meet Gemstar Boots, Ryan Lionheart from Contra Culture. The co-promoter in Chicago was Larry Gardner, also known as Larry the Lyrical, and Lottie Lay. He and I were out there in Rogers Park handing out flyers, and then Cisco pulls up. And I'm like, I think that's Cisco. I had never met him in person before. And here it was. And it was his first trip to Chicago. So Cisco was really nervous. He pops the trunk and brings out this big bulletproof vest and says, "You think I'm gonna need this?"
That sound like Cisco.
Gotta stay
He said, "I'm not playing with y'all fools."
I had bought him a gift of Wisconsin-made vodka, and also I wanted him to take a case of Wisconsin-made beer back to New York for Sedan, because Sedan and I are really good friends, aka Jack Chenet is his real name, and so Cisco took that stuff, and we were at Chucky's Grill, which was a Venezuelan type bar, and it was the smallest stage ever. There was no stage. It was a floor with a spot for the DJ, but we had a really good time. And he won my heart that weekend because after the show, first thing in the morning, every hour almost, he was calling, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Now, remind you, Chicago's my neighbor, right? He's worried about me, and he won my heart then. Wow. So even though Cisco and I did have some fallout that I still don't know what it was about, but in the end, I said I'd be his friend for life. So, then they went on to Maryland to perform Project Unity, and the next show up was New York at the Delancey, where I got to physically meet Lady Miz.
Yes.
Okay.
And Cash on Abel was there. Prince Poe from Organized Confusion was there. Judah Priest from Wu-Tang was there. And Young Fashion, who won the event, and, so many. And it's just been a wonderful journey with Cisco, and to lose him before I could hug him again, it's hard. It's really hard.
I know.
Right.
It is. Karen, well, definitely stick around. We definitely want to get in because I'm sure we got stories to tell about DJ Cisco. But what I want to do is I want to bring onto the screen his niece, Toya. This is DJ Cisco niece. Let's welcome her to the show. Hello.
Hi.
Hey sis, how are you?
I'm okay.
Mad salute and love, my sister. Mad salute and love from Boss Light Music.
How is your dad doing?
My dad?
Yeah.
He's doing good.
Okay.
I just need to say up front, excuse my voice. It's a little hoarse, but I go through this every allergy season, so just excuse the way I sound. But I had to be here. Yeah.
Yes.
Be here because me and my uncle were very close. I think I can say for everyone, his death was like completely shocking for everyone.
Yes.
We all know we not gonna make it out of here alive, but his story is just like, whoa, it's like, what, you know what I mean? Like, so, but he made everybody feel, he's so inspirational. He motivated you to do whatever you wanted to do. He was just a very great person.
Absolutely.
Great,
absolutely
amazing. His energy, everything was amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was like, it's taking a long time for all. I think I can speak for us all when I say we're trying to process it. We're still trying to process it,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like it's just something that we wasn't expecting, and he was just amazing. The DJ Cisco show, like he just wanted to inspire all up and coming artists. Anyone who was inspiring. Yes, anyone, because I was just starting out with I wasn't even like a musician. I was doing like my teeth whitening. I had a teeth whitening business, and he was like, "Yo, I gotta get you on a show," and I was like, "Oh, you sure?" So, but we did it, and that was like the last kind of interaction I had with him, besides maybe a few phone conversations. But before that, like, he liked to go to the gun range, he liked to go fishing. Like, he was just an all around, man. Like, he liked to do manly things, and just, he was a family man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was
original king. Facts.
Oh, yes, definitely.
That is a fact.
Yes. That's king stuff.
Oh,
Amen.
yes, most definitely. He had a lot of friends that loved him, and just pretty much I can honestly say for all of us it was just a big shock. But I just wanted to get on here to say, I love him, always will, and yes, I'm very much shocked still,
Absolutely.
And even my grandmom, like, I was trying to get her on here. I don't know if it's a way that maybe I could get her on speaker or something, but Grandma Coleman, I would love for her to speak on here.
I would love that too. I did speak to her, and I did tell her I was doing this, but she didn't know how to go about being a part of it. I know, but I definitely would love.
Is there a way maybe I could call her on speakerphone or something?
Of course. Listen, whatever you can do, we will work with you. We will figure out a way. So you can try to call her on speaker. Oh, go ahead.
No,
go ahead, godson.
Listen. Just call her and conference it. You have an iPhone or Android?
Yes, conference it. You know what? I have my son's phone is right here. I'm gonna call her. I told her I'm gonna call her, and I'm just gonna put her on speaker because she wants.
Yeah, put it on a conference call. Then
no problem. That's not a problem.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang up now, and then I'm gonna call her and just put her on speakerphone. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna go off and then come back on.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know how this is gonna when I press leave.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm
gonna let us know. Let us know. Go ahead. Go do it and then come back. And if not, we'll find a way to make it work. Because I would love for her to come on and speak. While you're doing that,
everybody knows how DJ Cisco was with his mom. Man,
Amen. I was going to be speaking on that. I'm definitely going to speak on that.
Right.
What I liked about What I liked about Cisco was he called her mommy.
Yes, I was going to say that. He would say, my mommy, and it's so funny. Every time I heard him say it, I was like, that's so cute. He's like a big teddy bear guy, but he loved his mother. Okay. He loved his mother. He was very protective of his family. He loved his whole family. I'm telling you. Toya, go ahead and see if you could get her on. Godson, why don't you go ahead and say some words and then.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Godson. Yeah, you go ahead and say your piece. Just so we can all kind of get it in, and then anybody that wants to call in and talk to DJ Cisco, we will eventually be opening up the phone line so you guys can call in as well too.
Amen. First of all, I want to say hello to everybody, peace and blessings to everybody. Giving prayers up to everybody's family that tuned in, Lady Miz, King Ray. It's deep, my sister Karen. It's deep. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I haven't really, because to me he was like a big brother. You see what I'm saying? Yes. And I know we in the same age range, but me and him actually, I think we the same age, but. To me, he was my big brother, so what I'm gonna do here is get this toast to him because I know he watching us and I know he with us, so King Cisco, mad salute to you. And it's crazy because the night that he passed, I was texting him every day, even though he couldn't respond. Some way, form, or fashion, and through the Most High, he seen the texts that I was sending him. The last text that I sent him, it was probably like around 7, 8 o'clock. PM. And I told him, and I mean, I was like straight up, because I'm very spiritual and I'm happy to be this way, but it took a long way to be this way. You know what I'm saying? It took a long road, and it's always the straight path we have to walk. And I told the brother in the text that, look, brother, we love you. We understand. If you need to be home, then be home. You see what I'm saying? We good down here. And in the morning, Lady Miz texted me and was like, the brother gone home. And it's deep. You know, I forward you the text, Lady Miz, when we get off. It's just because it's the connection and it's the understanding that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sister Tanya. Toya.
Toya?
Yes. Hi, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt something?
No,
go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, he said you could go.
Yeah, Grandma's here. Mama Coleman is here. Grandma? Yes. Okay. Can y'all hear her?
Yes, hello.
Hello,
Hi, Miss Coleman.
She can hear y'all. Can you hear them?
I can hear them, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if the people listening that's tuned in can hear. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right, great. So first and foremost, I think from all of us here today, we want to send we're hurting right along with you, but you as the mother, you know, I know that this is even deeper for you because he is your child, and we want to send you our condolences and we want to send you our prayers, and we ask God to please give you strength to deal with this, because I know that this is not easy to deal with as a mom losing her child.
Amen.
I sometimes don't even know what to say, you know, but the only thing that best thing I could do is just give my love and support to you.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate it too. So whom am I speaking to now, Latoya?
The Lady Miz, Uncle Craig's good friend. Lady Miz, yes, his good friend on the podcast show.
Okay, I see the same lady that called me one day last week or sometime.
Yes, yes.
Oh, you are the same lady.
Yes, I spoke to you. Remember, I told you I was doing the show for him?
That's right.
Yes.
But I'm sorry that I had forgotten your name. Because I was calling you Miss what was that? Miss Miz or something?
Miss Miz, yeah. Okay. It's okay. It is okay.
I'm glad I got y'all,
Yeah.
Well, I would like you. No, it's totally okay. But I would like you to say, if you want to give some words as his mother, because you know you are the main person over everybody, honestly. So please say, if you want to give some words and speak about your son or how you feel, please share with us.
All right, I will. But I just wanted to hear one or two speeches, so I know how to go about it, because this is my first time ever doing this.
Yeah, this is Grandma's first time on like something virtual, you know, three-way and stuff. But yeah, Grandma, just give a few words, you know. Like I mentioned to her earlier, I know my voice is gone, but just a few words of, you know, remembering Uncle Craig, you know, because it's important that we had you on here, you know?
Right, I know, honey.
I know. So, you know, because we know he had a very close relationship with you, so I had to make sure you was on here, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like, this is basically Lady Miss tribute to him on her show. You know, they were very close. They were very close colleagues and friends. So she just wanted to make sure you came on and just said a few words about, you know, the remembrance of Uncle Craig.
So
okay,
Yeah.
All right, babe. Yeah.
And
Y'all
we
can
totally
hear her,
understand. Right? Yes. And I get it. I know that this is not her normal, thing and everything like that, but is even if she doesn't have anything or to say at the moment, that's fine.
Yeah, we just wanted you to be a part of it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we just wanted you to be a part of it, and I have you on speakerphone, so it's like it's different, but
okay. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. After the first or second person that speaks, then I'll go on so I know exactly how to go about it. Because I'm 84 now, and
okay.
Sometimes how the stuff goes. Yeah.
Okay. So what I hear one of y'all speak first.
Yes.
See,
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought guys. Oh, I'm sorry. So the first thing that I would say. The first thing that I would say is that there is no just speak from your heart. There is no speech or anything that has to be said. As his mother, you could tell us how he was as a child, how you feel, and how you will remember him, and in your heart today. With how you're dealing with it, the support that you might need to keep moving forward, that maybe we all as a community can give to you. So we're here for your support system as well. So anything that you want to say, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be a perfect speech. It just has to be something that you feel from your heart. It could be, I miss my son. I love my son. My son was great. This is what he loved, however you feel. Or it could be, I'm just here to honor my son's name. Even if you did not want to say anything and you just wanted to honor his name, we want to make sure that you was a part of this. You deserve to be a part of this. And, that's the most important thing.
Yes.
Yes. May I say something to the queen?
Yes.
Can she hear me clearly?
Grandma, can you hear him? Can you hear Godson? Okay.
Okay. Hello, Queen Coleman. I'm Godson of Pharaoh. I'm a hip hop artist who was blessed to meet your son through my sister Lady Miz and King, my brother King Ray, through networking. And I want to honor you for having and raising a king as such, because I'm old school. You're 84. I honor that. To me, you 48, sister. So we know you still got the vibes, you got the energy. You produced and brought forth a great king to this earth, who I have the honor of honoring right now with my sister Karen, sister Lady Miz, the King, my brother King Ray. I appreciate you, sister. I love you for that, and thank you for bringing forth, brother Cisco to us.
Yes,
all right, baby.
Yes.
I really appreciate that. Now, okay, I'm getting to know how to go about doing this now. Yeah, I remember he always had been a very sweet person, and I remember on his 15th birthday, he and my father, me and his father, gave him a birthday gift of a record player, but the big kind of record player, whatever you call it. And so he started getting on there practicing music and playing stuff. And he told me then, he said, Ma, he said, I'm going to be a radio announcer soon. Watch me. I didn't pay no attention to it, And over the years, so over the years, he kept saying, Mama, I'm going to go to a studio and see if they will, how do I go about getting to be on the radio. So he did and all. And now I guess he was getting to be about 16 and a half or 17 years old. He told me, Mama, guess what? I got a broadcast over the radio. I said, you have? You know. And he says, yeah.
Okay.
And he was around 17 then. And I think from that day on up to the day that he passed, he always had a radio show. Mm-hmm. And he did have many members of, you know, and after he even joined on the radio, he began to know people from just about every state that was around. Mm-hmm. And they was talking about how they really liked him, you know, with his mannerism and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, and then after they had a child, he got married and had this child. He was the best daddy. Well, my daddy was great too, but I'm talking about my son now.
Amen.
So I'm giving props 2 times.
Amen.
Right.
Was the best daddy that I ever known. My daddy, and he would take his son fishing, take him. Oh, the boy was swimming when he was 3 years old.
Oh.
And
wow.
I mean, Craig was there with him at all times.
Yes.
And,
yeah, we hear you. We hear you, Grandma.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, and some of the places that he played at clubs, he would take Sam with him.
Okay.
And yeah, and he took pictures of Sam and everything, and everybody, you know, just loved him to death for the way he was.
Yeah.
And when I got the news from him passing on, I mean, I was so shocked. I really didn't know what to say or how to act or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I had never experienced none of my kids going like that. But I finally got over it. Tried to, you know. And so, and I have to see when I get hold to the funeral home man, because he says that he would let me know when I could have a little sermon or something for him.
Yes.
You know, so I have to wait until I get the news from that, you know. But he is really being missed. Really
yes,
being
definitely,
missed.
yeah.
Absolutely.
We all miss him, Grandma, yes.
True to that.
And we all appreciate you coming on here, because I was like, no, we gotta get Mama Coleman on here.
Absolutely.
we know how much Uncle Craig loved you. So, you know, it was only right that we got you on here to speak. You know,
absolutely.
And bless you with our presence, right, y'all?
Yes, she blessed us with hers, and
I'm glad that you called me to let me know.
Yes.
About this. So
yes, Grandma.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Grandma, I love you so much, and I'm gonna call you. I'll call you back in a little while, okay?
All right, baby. And
okay.
Thank you so much for thinking about me.
Yes.
Absolutely, and thank you. And we are here with you always.
You too. And but I'm sorry that I had you mixed up with somebody else.
It's
all
right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
All right, Grandma. Love you.
Thank you so much.
I love y'all more. Love you more
all right.
more.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Queen. Bless you.
Talking to
yes.
Yeah.
Grandma, it's Toya. I'm gonna call you right back. Okay.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank y'all again.
Okay. Yes, thank y'all so much for having my grandmother on, because it's a lot to have a 85-year old woman on technology. So
absolutely. Listen, I appreciate you so much. Believe me, that is like the icing on the cake to bring her on the show. You have no idea.
Yes.
The mother of DJ Cisco is so important. Her voice means everything for us to hear it.
Right.
That's our connection that we still have here, breathing and living. She gave him to us, to all of us. So I appreciate you for getting her on the phone. I want to bring Sedan on the screen. So let's welcome Sedan to the show, who was he was DJ Cisco's one of his best friends and grew up with him. So let's bring Sedan on to the show.
Welcome, Sedan. Yes.
Hey, what's up, Sedan? How are you?
I'm upset I miss Miss Mary. I love Miss Coleman. Hello, everyone. I'm mad I miss Miss Mary. I'm gonna call her myself. My mom also wants to call in, so you got to give her some time. She's working with technology too.
Oh, of course. We're actually gonna put the number on the bottom of the screen. Let me just shout out to Doug, shout out to Shaki, shout out to Shawanya. If I'm saying it right, I apologize. I know I met a lot of you guys from DJ Cisco. He was like the person that connected everybody. So big shout out to all of y'all. And I'm going to actually open up the phone lines. Absolutely. But I want to give everybody who is on the screen, I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to say what they want to say first. And then we could still chime in and out, because I still have stories to talk about DJ Cisco, but I want to give everybody their time, and then give the people the time if they want to come in to say something on their behalf. So but let me just first ask Godson, was you finished with what you had to say? If you was, then we're going to go over to Sedan.
No, I was just saying, the brother spirit is definitely missed, but he's watching over us all. Like I said, the last text I sent him, I understood, because I understand, when you understand and when you overstand, things is understood and things is linked. I had my last interview with the brother, which is a great interview. Like I said on my last interview with From the Ground Up, is that, me and the brother clicked like we've been knowing each other for years, and that's just, God's people know it's God's people. You see what I'm saying? And hey, no negative can come through that.
That's right.
No negative can break that. And and that's what DJ Cisco was about. He was about positive.
Absolutely.
His vision for bringing all conscious record label where every artist is speaking the truth, dropping revolutionary, socially conscious hip hop. It's gonna manifest. It's gonna manifest. It may not be under his name, and it may be under his name, but it's gonna manifest. So we talked about that. We talked about, Lady Miz and her album or her single he dropped on her label. I was getting ready to drop a full album on his label. And, it's everything in due season. It was time for the brother to go home. And we have to respect the Most High's wishes.
Absolutely.
Respect the Most High's wishes.
Thank you.
Love the brother.
Thank you.
And he watches us. He here. Master Sedan, how you doing, my brother? I'm done.
All right.
Thank you, Godson.
Thanks, Godson. And I love the shirt, Sedan, repping that DJC Radio Global. I see you. That's what I'm talking about.
I need one, man. I need one.
Oh, man. There's only one on the planet.
There's a story with that shirt.
Only one.
That shirt was supposed to go to Cisco. I made it for him. And it got lost when we were in New York for a Project Unity, and it showed up.
So we know who took it. Okay, Sedan. But listen, that is funny. But listen, oh my God, that is hilarious. I can't. But listen, before we get into the funny, the jokes, right? I want Sedan to speak because I know how close that he was with DJ Cisco and grew up with him and everything. So Sedan, the floor is yours. Please let us know. Talk to us.
Yes.
For somebody that always has words, I don't. It took a whole part of me to just go the next day because I did not understand a planet without my brother on it anymore. And when I lost other people in life, he was the one that was there. I've known Craig Cisco Coleman since 16 years old. I don't have any brothers. I had a sister and I was the older brother to her. But I had Craig, I had Wayne, and I had Kevin. And I was the fourth unofficial Coleman. And I enjoyed my life with them. I grew up and became a man with Cisco, Kevin, Pharaoh. And how me and Cisco met was Cisco had a job working a construction company. And for a man named Mr. Anderson, he was a big man. And he drove an old messed up Ford van. And my father said Jay, and told him, my son needs a job. He needs to get out the house and all that stuff. So he said, I got you this job with a guy named Jay. And he has a guy that works for him. He said, I don't know, dude got a big box head, dark-skinned dude, don't know who he is. Said, okay. He said, just try to be nice and learn what you got to learn. So I get in the van. Cisco doesn't talk to me all day because I don't know him. He don't know me. But we started working together and always talking or whatever. Then after work, we both go to the same store because we both have money. We both buy the same kind of beer, come outside, don't know each other, but we like kind of together, about to hop on the same bus to go home. And he turns to me and he says, yo, man, what's your name? And I said, Drew. And he said, I'm Craig. He said, I'm a DJ. I said, yo, I'm an MC. Come to my house right now. We're going to do this shit. We're going to be fucking famous for the rest of our lives.
Right. Let's get this tracking.
And then we was on the bus. MCs, my name was Champagne then. And I said, my name is Champagne and yours is Cisco. Oh, shit, we the alcoholic rappers. We the shit. It was awesome.
Thanks.
I love it.
That's why I wish Miss Coleman was still on, because when I started hanging out with Cisco, he lived with his mom, but his mom had a job where she was a in-living nurse for a woman in Queens, and she had an apartment that her and Craig shared. It was like a studio apartment in Jamaica, Queens, right in the hood, right down the block from the Coliseum. And we used to go over the house, and she wasn't there during the week. So during the week, she slept at her client's house, and Cisco had the house to himself. So all week long, we making music. And that was it. And like, there's too many stories to tell from me. There's too many stories to tell. I just know that I miss my brother with all my soul. Amen. The last time I spoke to him was December 9th. We were supposed to be in DC together. That was the hardest show I ever had to do. And I had to fly to DC and perform and do that show. The DJ was whack too. And it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the DJ was, I can't take
I'm
it.
sorry for you on that one, cuz.
I just miss my bro. But I got to see him, though. I got to spend a week with him in August of last year, just after my 50th birthday. And we hung out and we had so much fun. Him and Sam came to the airport with a big sign that said Sedan, the God of Sound on it. It was cool. We had a ball. We got drunk.
You see, it's so funny because he always knew how to make people, like, make them feel important, show love, and all of that. His heart was so big. He was always thinking about other people.
Amen.
He was always thinking about other people. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so Sedan, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Again, I know you got several stories.
I can write a book. But Cisco wouldn't want me to. He's too paranoid. He don't want me like
listen, listen. We all know Cisco. He was very protective of everything that he did. But
he would be mad at this. He would be mad at this. He'd be like, "Yo, talking about me."
Oh God,
he would be mad at us.
So what I want to do is I want to play a clip of what I put together, and I do have some other pictures and things that I want to do, and then we're going to open up the phone lines too. But I just want to let y'all know. Well, you heard from his mother, who he loved very much, and he always said, "My mommy, my mommy." I mean, he loved his mother so much. Cisco had 2 sons. I don't know if you guys know. There was Craig Jr. And we definitely want to pay our respects to him, and also little Sammy and his wife, Alina. And he had, from what I know, was his 2 brothers, which was Kevin and Wayne. And this is his niece, Toya, on the screen right now. He loved his family, okay? It didn't matter no matter what. And we all got issues within our family. But him, I spoke to Cisco all the time. Believe me when I tell you, we talked about everything. So it didn't matter what anything that was going on. If his family was in need and there was an issue, you best to believe he was pulling up to protect his family. It did not make a difference of what issues was going on. So we got to remember him and respect him for everything that he did. I just want to play a quick little clip. It's not a lot of pictures. I put together a quick little
grandfather too, Lady Miss.
Yes, thank you so much. And it's actually in this. Yes, he had a granddaughter, and that was from Craig Jr. Thank you so much, Karen, for pointing that out. And I actually have the picture that's going to come on for this quick little video that I put together. And then we could come on and kind of like shout them out. But so let's play that clip real quick. All right. Yes. So that's remembering DJ Cisco. I put that together a little bit earlier, and I actually have more pictures that I want to put up on the screen that I got after I made the video. But first things first is, he, like I said, he loved his family. He loved his kids. He loved shooting. One thing he used to say is, I got to teach my kids, I got to teach my son how to shoot, how to hunt, and all that. He loved the woods. You met him out there in the woods when we dropped off the wine to him, and he was looking.
Why you think this shirt is orange?
Yes.
You see me, right?
Absolutely.
I'm moving. I'm over here. Don't shoot me.
And he loved fishing. I got a funny story that I want to tell y'all. Then I want to put some pictures up here. Then I want to open the phone lines for us all to chime in. But he was telling me one time, well, first he had his fears, right? And we all do. Our what do you call it? Phobias, right? So one, he didn't really like flying. Me and him don't like flying. I don't like flying either. He didn't like flying, and he had to go see. And my heart broke for him when he called. He said, "Miss, I couldn't get on that plane. It was too small." He was on, I guess it was an Airbus, right? And he was going out. I think it was Craig Jr.'s birthday. He was trying to fly out to go see his son for his birthday, and he was so broken up behind the fact that he could not get on that plane. And me and him, I was like, "Oh my God!" We were both talking because I got a phobia too. He was like, "Miss, it was just 2 lines like a bus." He was like, "I couldn't get on that plane. I'm telling you." And I was like, "You got to take these pills." I take the what do I take? I take
I forgot the name.
I don't know, whatever that makes you calm. You know those pills that make you like calm, and I gotta take that when I fly. What is it called, Sedan?
Like Adderall?
No, it ain't that. A Xanax or something. Maybe a Xanax.
I guess she sleep.
Yes, a Valium or a Xanax.
A Valium, Xanax, okay. Well, Valium has the big V in the cut in the middle, so you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. But you just dead on the plane.
But listen, let me tell you. So then, anyway, he ended up being able to go on and catch another flight. That, and also one time he told me this funny story, right? Because we both like water, boats, but I don't think he was that afraid of boats because he wanted to do a Project Unity on the boat one time. And I told him, I said, Cisco, I'm not coming to that because I don't get on boats. So I'm going to have to check y'all next time, right? But he told me one time he was fishing and he said, Miz, I was so embarrassed. I fell. And he was like, I was like, oh my God, like he was drowning. But he was like, the water was only like 2 or 3 feet deep. I was cracking the hell up because I said, yo, I swear like he got to be my brother from another mother somewhere because we have the same type of phobias. I'm telling you. But I just wanted to share those funny stories with y'all to remember him and, and get some good laughs out of it so we can celebrate his life. Let's put some pictures up because I want to put these pictures up and then I'm going to, like I said, open the phone lines and we can all chime in. So first starting with remembering him.
I'm sorry, Ms. I don't mean to interrupt. Can you put the number up though?
Yep. Gotcha.
Yes, sure.
Nice.
Put the number up. While he's putting up the number, I'm going to first share first. Well, let's start off with something to lighten up the mood. If y'all knew DJ Cisco, y'all knew that he was a person that spoke his mind. Okay, he was the type of person that spoke his mind no matter what the situation is. When he was passionate about something, you better believe he didn't care. He was going to speak it, especially if he was speaking up for other people. So Cisco was always in Facebook jail. Okay, so this is listen, this right here is so funny. Free DJ Cisco from Facebook jail because let me tell you something. I'm laughing because every time I spoke to him, he was like, Miz, you got to hit me on the other page because they just shut me down again. He got to shut me down again. But he also did there we go, Delancey. Number 9. He also did this is the first time when I met him. Okay. And I actually performed. He had a show. I actually met Sedan this day. I met Prince Poe. He was supposed to be coming up on here. I'm not sure what happened. I met him. And number 4, this is us at the Project Unity. You can see Prince Poe in the back. You see me. That's me with the black shirt on. And then Cash on Abel. I forgot the guy from Wu-Tang Clan and other indie Priest. Artists. Judah Priest, absolutely. That was that day. Let's see.
You got a call now.
Okay. Number 11, real quick. So we know we're gonna you could open it. All right, caller, just give us 1 second. This is Sedan. And Cisco was mad excited about this video too. This was one of Sedan's. I think this was FOHK video.
Yeah, we had so much fun that day. That day was incredible. That day was incredible. We had so much fun.
Yes. But you see, Cisco, listen, he was always going to be there, be supportive and pull up. And listen, Sedan, he loves Sedan too, his music and stuff. So, shout out to him. But hold on, I just want to get to the caller that's calling in. So let's see if we can hear. Can we hear? Hold on. Caller, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, it's not coming through here though.
Right, I don't know why it's not.
Okay, so you just got to pull it up to the thing. Okay. All right, caller, please state your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Cheryl Shanae, and I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, okay, and this is Sedan's mom, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Hello, how are you? Good to talk to you.
I'm doing okay, Lady Miss. Good to talk to you too.
Thank you so much. So tell us, about share with us, I guess, your relationship with Sedan and whatever stories you want to tell us about him.
Oh, okay. Well, Cisco, I've known since
84.
Yes.
85, when he and my son hooked up and they were making music and appearing at different events, and it was great. He loved it. My son loved it. And having known Cisco Craig for so long, I had asked him to do the DJ at myself and my husband's 25th anniversary. That was back in New York, where we originally were from. And he was there, and he played great music, and he's just someone I've known for so long, and with relationship with my son, it's like he's another one. So I am shocked, saddened, and really upset that we have lost him. Very much so.
Absolutely.
I feel for his family as well, his wife, his son. Very much so. As well as his mom.
Amen.
Absolutely.
She was a mom to my son as well.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
And about 4 years ago, he was kind enough to make some oldies tracks for my 70th birthday. And we played them.
That's what's up.
For me. And we played them all night, and people just loved it. You know, old folks like me.
Yes, the good music. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, ain't nothing like the old school.
That's right. Absolutely. So, you know, again, and that was another thing about DJ Cisco is he loved all kinds of music, you know, and it wasn't just stuck on one generation. He knew how to switch it up for all generations. And, you know, so that was a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. Yes.
No, wait, Mom, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mom?
Great job. I appreciate it very much. And you take care, Lady Miss.
Thank you. Wait, don't hang up yet. Don't hang up yet, because Sedan, I guess you can't hear him, and I apologize for that because it didn't come through on the phone lines. But Sedan, go ahead and say what it is that you wanted to say, and then I
tell my mom, tell the story about Cisco's name and my name.
Cisco's name and your name?
Yeah, tell her to tell the story about our names.
Sedan said to tell the story about your name, Cisco's name and his name.
Because that's what I remember using.
Uh-huh.
But originally, Sedan was Prince Shannon.
Uh-oh.
So that was something. I don't know if I was glad he changed it or not, but Sedan seems to fit him.
No, but wait. The story
it's a very noble name.
Hey, the story is that she would not call me by any street name. My name was Drew. His name was Cisco.
He said that you wouldn't call him by any other street name. Is that true? That you would only call them by their...
She called him Cisco all the time.
Look, King, I feel you.
Drew, his nickname for his middle name, which is Andrew.
And you called Cisco Craig?
No, she never called Cisco Craig.
Oh, she never. Oh,
never did.
It
was always Cisco.
I see what this is. Sedan won his props. That's what's going on here.
Exactly.
He said, "Hold up, Cisco got to use the Cisco, but I'm always Drew."
Right.
He said, "Put some respect on my name."
I'm saying
he won his birthrights. He won his birthrights.
I had to be
right.
Like, what's up? How come Cisco get so much respect and love?
Oh, but listen, though, King.
He said, how come Cisco gets so much respect and love? I can't say it.
but listen.
Right.
Around his finger.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Amen. Okay. All right, Miss. So wait. Okay. So what should we call you? Because I don't want to call you Sedan's mom, right?
That's T-Bone. That's T-Bone right there.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. So thank you, Sedan's mom. Do you have anything else you want to share before we go?
I'm before you go.
I just am so I guess that's the biggest thing I would want to say. The most important thing I would want to say.
All right.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Or everyone else keeps well, does what they need to do so, and we'll all be able to wrap some time this year.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and we appreciate you. And stay safe and stay blessed. All right.
Thank you, Queen from Detroit.
All right. All right. Talk to you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, guys. So the phone lines, we could put the number back up on the screen. The phone lines is open. You guys could call in if you want to call in. You probably want to leave that up for a minute.
Thank you for that, Miss. Thank you.
Of course. Anytime. Listen, again, let's talk about Project Unity for a bit. DJ Cisco.
Please. Yes. I'm ready for that.
Okay. Yes. So DJ Cisco created Project Unity. And he created this for, independent artists mainly. And it was really to give artists a platform to be able to showcase their talent. And he would give out, and I have when I first met him and I first got back into the game, he would give out awards and recognition for being on his show. And this was like one of the certificates that I got from him. And this is the day that I actually met him in person. It was June 16th. This is when I met a lot of people. He gave out those to all different type of artists. He always had indie artists' lives matter, right? Indie artists' lives matter because he cared about independent artists. Absolutely. Now, I do want to talk about Project Unity, but we have somebody on the line. So I want to take this caller. Let's see. Caller, state your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, how you doing? It's Doug from Post Entertainment. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you?
What's the deal, guy?
Great. Just wanted to call in and talk about my brother, Cisco. First, I want to say I'm looking at the screen. And to his niece Toya, my prayers is always going to be with you and your family. Salute the godson of Pharaoh.
Salute, King.
How you doing? To Dan, my brother, how you doing? And I definitely want to salute you and Ray, Miz, for putting this together.
Hey man, salute,
brother. Cisco definitely. Hey. He taught me what support was.
Yes.
He taught me what support was. I met the brother like in 2009, 2010. Because he used to work with my brother, like my partner in Post Entertainment, Dapper Daz. And
Dapper Daz.
We met at a show that DJ Cisco was. He was DJing for another internet radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And then we met at that show, and from there, even though he was friends with my partner, with my brother Dapper Daz, me and him just connected. He would talk on the phone all the time. Man, I don't know how many times we talked as I was crossing the 59th Street Bridge to go to work. He would just call me if he didn't hear from me for a minute. He would just call me up and be like, "Yo, Doug, how you doing? I haven't heard from you for in a while."
Yes.
And
King's rule.
And it seemed like he knew when I was going through something. When he called me and said, "Yo, I haven't heard from you for in a while," it's because my mom was sick and she was about to transition. And he was like, "Yo, I know something's going on with you. I haven't talked to you in a while."
Yes.
And he was just a good brother. So anything that he was a part of or he was doing, I tried to be there. I'm definitely glad that he was part of the first Project Unity. We went to drove to Pennsylvania. Me and my extended team from Cypress Sounds, we drove up there and was part of the first Project Unity. When he first started DJ Cisco, Radio Global, we were and up until his last day, avid listeners.
Right.
told me, we had a conversation, and he told me, he said, Doug, I'm gonna do this until my last breath.
That's what he did.
He's like, yo, I'm gonna do this to my last breath, because I think his biggest goal was to see an independent artist break through that mainstream.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Like that was one of his biggest goals that he would display to me, from the conversations that we had. But he was a good brother, good spirit, a real one. Like just from hearing what his niece Toya would said, right now on the screen.
Yes.
Like you could tell he was a real one. He was the same person with everybody.
That's right.
He was the same person with everybody. And I'm glad. Like I only met his wife once. I met Sammy once. Like I met Sammy. When Sammy was real little. My son, Sammy, and Cisco met at a McDonald's out in Flatbush somewhere. I don't even know why we was at McDonald's, but we was at McDonald's. And like son Sammy, sweet little dude. His wife met a wonderful lady. Matter of fact, I met her at an all-white party. Where Sedan was like, "Yo, you short?" He told me I'm short in real life. Right? Man, just I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I got the news from when Lady Miz posted something on Facebook, and I reached out to you on Facebook, and I cried for 2 days. He's a good brother. I cried for 2 days straight. For my daughter, and my daughter was just like, "Yo, Daddy, what's wrong with you?" And I was like, I had to tell her, that good brothers, like, like brother Godson Farrell said, "Yo, you gotta respect the creator's wishes, right?" But when you just lose a good brother like that, and for me, unexpectedly, because I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
It hurt, you know what I'm saying? It hurted bad. So, but that being said, brother Cisco always anything involving Cisco. I mean, I'm down for 100%.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Like I said, he taught me what support was, because he definitely supported Pulsar. I support from the ground up production because of Cisco. Y'all might not remember me, but I met you and Ray at a Cisco event out in Queens.
Yes.
No, that was at After Dark.
The whole project here.
After Dark.
Well, they already know.
Absolutely.
That was at After Dark. And to show you the support.
My prayers always with the Coleman family, and respect to y'all.
Thank you.
On behalf of myself and my family and Post Entertainment.
Listen, Doug, we thank you so much, man. And they're giving blessings. I know you can't hear them on the screen right now, but everybody thanks you for calling in. Great feedback, and your story and your tribute to Cisco. We appreciate that so much. Caller, there was a caller calling in. It's two callers. We're gonna take the very next caller, Doug. Is he still on the phone? Is that Doug? Doug, again, thank you so much. Thank you, and we appreciate you, brother. And we all gonna stay connected, and we got to keep DJC Radio Global going. I think we could do this together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That the unity that he was trying to do is what we need to continue to keep pushing forward.
To show you how Cisco also showed support back. The entire Veteran 1 album was recorded at Pulsar Entertainment.
Yes, it was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Fun fact.
Yep, and half of Focal Vaccine.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. That's good. Thank you, Karen, for that info. We got another caller, so we're gonna take the caller. Caller, state your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shawania Stanley. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hey, Lady Miz.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
The friends and the family. My prayers are with you all. I thank you for doing this. Lady Miz, and the gentleman sitting there. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you all, except you, face to face, and of course a few of his band members here in Oakland got with me, and we was supposed to get together per him. Just listening to everything that everyone has to say, just like the gentleman just said. He is that dude. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That guy,
That's right.
how I met Cisco, I released an album underground independently. I was so excited about it because I also sing with a jazz legend, Tom Brown. And I was talking and excited about that, but I was like, well, let me tell you what I'm doing.
Right.
Right. I'm doing it. And the moment we met, it was like good, just like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like the gentleman
Amen.
and the drive, and we had common interest in that realm. And I was so excited to get to know you all. Was on a couple of the podcasts that we had. The world was it the Lady Miz, the one that we were on together.
Oh yes, it was the concert, like the virtual concert.
Yep.
It was the virtual concert.
Yes.
And she was talking about the other one that the gentleman was just talking about as well. Don't forgive me because I'm a little, I'm still very moved. I found out about the news after I got back from a tour. And I talked to Cisco the last time I talked to him, because I would talk to him often too, respectfully, about what he's got going on. We're getting ready to do some projects. He was like, hey, I'm getting ready to do a show all around just you. You know, and I'm sure you know, Lady Miz, because we talked all back and forth.
Yes.
Like, okay, we want to do this thing, you know.
That's right.
I got this certificate for you, and girl, he was just big up to me, and I couldn't appreciate him more as a human being. I do know how he loves and supports his family because he spoke about it all the time. His beautiful wife, his children, his parents, and all of you. And I was glad to be a new addition to his circle. And so when I got back from my tour from Mexico, I called him from Mexico, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow.
What was going on? Yes. And he says, okay, I'm going to set this up. And I missed it because he asked me, he wanted me to co-host something with him. It was on a Saturday. Right. I think you know what I'm talking about. And I was going to do, because I do some hosting sometimes as well. He said, Shivani, I want you to come on here and do this with me. Okay, I agreed. But I took a week away from that, and I wish I hadn't have done that now because I had to go out of town. But I was like, well, maybe I can do it for Mexico. And I was trying to set it. I said, well, I'm going to call you tomorrow. And I never got back with him after that conversation. And like I said, that first conversation was so full, so exciting. We talked about so much stuff for hours almost. And when I got back, I called him. I called his phone. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything posted. I didn't see anything on the page. And his wife answered his phone. And God, Lord, I'm trying not to even get emotional now because I was excited. You know what I'm saying? To hear my brother's voice. She says, who is this? And I explained. I said, hey, ma'am, it's Shivani. I'm one of his musical comrades, and she I don't know if she heard my name or not, but she was very kind, and she said, you didn't know? And I said, no, what? And of course my heart started to drop, y'all.
Right.
And she gave me the news, and I broke down. I couldn't believe it. I had to get off the phone with her because I feel it was rude for me to be falling all out. You know what I'm saying? It showed me how much he meant to me as a person. As a brother, the impact that brother has on the community, the drive for supporting independent artists, like all of us have said. You know what I mean? And just the things that we wanted to do and didn't get a chance to do that was lined up. So I just once again want to send my love, my support, my prayers to everyone here. And involved, and if it's anything that you need, Lady Miz, we are still family.
Absolutely.
Amen.
So I'm always here for you all. And much love and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about him. And God bless you, Cisco. God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Shawana. Oh my God. And she's such a beautiful artist. The first time when I seen you perform, I was like, me and Cisco talked about that forever. We was like, yo, I mean, because you had the whole band, like, girl, I never forget. It was just so nice, totally top-notch professional. And I totally understand what you're saying, because again, we all had, like, he was just such a loving, caring person and a good person.
Amen.
That everybody connected with him, and we all could talk to him, you know, like our brother, you know. So that's
my God, yes.
Yes.
That's
I'll say a real funny thing. When we was because we would joke, you know. So I was always traveling. I did about 3 interviews with him, and I was always traveling. So he would catch me in the car. He said, "Are you in the car again?" Man, every time I call you, you're in the car. But I was be there for the interview anyway. He'd be like, "Hello, well, Shawanya's gone under the bridge right now, but she'll be right back."
Yes. You know what? Let me tell you, Shawana, it's so funny because the caller that's calling in, you got to call right back after this call. What he was such a professional at what he did that in situations like that, like you wouldn't even just think it was anything going on. I used to tell him because he inspired me to want to start my own show, and I was just like, when I talked to him, I said, man, I got to learn from you, because when things happen, you just make it look like it's no big deal and you just keep going on. Like, he don't even acknowledge any issue. Right. So you don't even know it's an issue. He was a professional, and he had the voice for the radio. Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
Come on now. Say that one time for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Wait.
We love you too, and we got to stay connected and in touch, okay?
Of course, we're going to do that.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. Well, it was good hearing from you, and thank you so much for calling in.
Amen. Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Whenever I called into the show,
absolutely,
I would say, "And how's my sexy, sassy DJ doing?"
Yes.
That voice. And every Friday, because you know it's the last day of the week. Yeah,
Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, we got another caller, guys. I'm sorry, but just stay with me, because we're gonna get into it. But I want everybody to be heard.
For sure.
You got it. Okay, caller, state your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, this is Al J.
Hey.
From Mama There Goes That Band.
Yes. Hey, LJ, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, LJ?
Good, family, and it's an honor to call you guys family, even though I've never met you.
Yes.
And I speak to Sedan on a kind of regular basis by phone.
Mm-hmm.
And, Sawanya, who's in Oakland with me, even though I'm in St. Louis right now. But, it was through Cisco that hooked us up together. And we spoke earlier today, and we're making plans to meet up when I get back to Oakland.
Nice.
On behalf of Mama There Goes That Band, we really feel like we lost a family member.
Absolutely.
And sitting here listening to you guys, people who knew him, obviously a lot better than us, because we never got a chance to meet. It really kind of, I'm just feeling a certain kind of way right now, and I'm like trying to hold it together like Sawanya, because we met. I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened, but some kind of way he got a hold of one of our songs and began playing it on the radio, and then he invited us to call in, Sydney and I, and we called in, chopped it up, and next thing I know, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, he offered us a chance to be on his label.
Wow.
Amen.
We signed the deal. After a few modifications, we signed the deal, and we immediately got to work. We released our first single under the label of DJC Radio Global Records. We Can Make It. And
yes.
Sydney, Mark, and I, we wrote this song right at the beginning of the pandemic. And where my band started at our HBCU, Mississippi Valley State University, there was a program down there called the Feed the LaFleur program, LaFleur County in Greenwood, Mississippi. And the children there were used to getting free lunches during their lunch period. So with pandemic going on, schools closed down, we weren't, they weren't able to get their free meals. So we hooked up with this foundation and decided to give all the money that from the single we can make it to that foundation.
Yes, I remember.
Our efforts, Cisco, that organization, and our contacts, we were able to raise several $1,000s that went to the Feed LaFleur program. So,
Amen.
When he saw, how we could do some business and make things happen, it really benefited us both. And I spoke to him like on a regular basis, and we would just call each other, and we bounce ideas off each other. And he eventually put me in touch with Miz, who's a featured artist on a song that's going to be on the album that was supposed to drop in January.
Yes.
But I'm telling you guys, it's still, like Sidney say, he had a saying that would say, man, we lost our Barry Gordy. And for everybody else,
come on now, say that one more time.
That's right.
His vision, what he was trying to do. And anybody that starts a business, and hats off to you, Miz. I see you and Ray. You guys got your hand on a lot of things. You're making stuff happen, but it's really hard.
It is.
A label going.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really hard, but
it is.
He had that drive, he had that energy, and when he passed, it broke all of our hearts. But I'll tell you, for me, Sidney and Mark, it just makes us want to work harder because one of us win, we all win.
That's a fact.
Come on now.
That's a fact.
One more time. That's right.
This is really bittersweet. I'm glad that you're doing this, Miz.
Thank you.
It really hurts for us to even have to do this right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks. You are so right. I'm telling you, it is very difficult. It's hard. But I said there's no way that we can't do nothing because I know Cisco, and if it was any one of us, he'll be doing it for us, because one thing about him is he always made sure that he was supportive, shining the light and remembering, and his heart was so big, that it was like, I'm like, even though it's hard, it's hard to sit here and not even break down and cry, but that I asked God's son and everybody, please come on, be here, be supportive.
We're still in shock. I think we're still in shock.
No, look.
I almost shed tears for him, and I couldn't because I didn't want him to see me cry type situation. And
sorry, LJ. Sedan is talking. I know you can't
I'm
hear
sorry,
him.
LJ's still on. No, talk to LJ.
Oh no, it's okay. Well, yeah, I'll wrap it up with him. Then we're going to get into that. But LJ, I appreciate it, and I'm just happy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, he's on. Okay, it's working on the thing now. Y'all can hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear Sedan. I would have to turn up another screen, but I hear everything that you're saying.
No, I think you might be able to hear him now. Now that it connected somehow. I don't know what happened, but I just wanted to say that Cisco connected us. And I'm grateful for that. He connected all of us. And
we family now.
Absolutely. And I want to, especially with Toya, his grandmother, listen, his wife, his family, we have to stay connected to them and be supportive. He loved his family. And he was the type of person that even when Eric Gardner, he always wanted to help other people, and he cared about other people who, if that person was gone, the people that was left behind that was hurting. And we all are hurting. And again, I just want to make sure that we give that support to Toya, to Mrs. Coleman, and to Alina, to his 2 sons, and to his brothers, because they are all hurting right now just as much, even more than us, because that's his blood, you know. So I just want, you know, and we are like family too to him. So we have to figure out something to continue to keep letting his legacy go on and give that support. One thing that he said to me is, even when I started my show and I was kind of having an issue with one of the artists and that was getting on my nerves, and I said, I don't think I could do this. He said, Ms., don't ever get like that. We have to be there for these independent artists. He told me that. He made sure he put me in check and said, because I was ready. I was like, forget it. I ain't doing this no more. He was like, don't be like that. You got to be patient, and we have to be there. We have to give him a platform and a voice. And he was about that. And I want to keep that going on. I definitely do. Shout out to Sydney. Yes, go ahead.
I just want to say it's look, tears of happiness, tears of loss, it's all fine. You see what I'm saying? Because he looking down on us and he's smiling right now. You see what I'm saying? He's smiling. He happy. He at home. Yes. We have to cherish, like you said, sis, his memory and everything that the king done, and keep it going on, whether personal or whether, you know, professional in our music. But look, tears is necessary, because it's tears of happiness if I'm dropping them. You know, I'm never shedding tears of sorrow because one of ours went home. We all got to go home. They gonna be right there waiting on us when we get there. So I'm happy.
Amen. Amen. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And LJ, do you have anything else that you want to say?
No, hey, Miz, you know, just, you know, again, I respect and very proud of what you're doing.
Thank you.
As an entrepreneur, as an artist, you know, I bought a case of your chips and I'm passing them around like weight out here, and people are loving them. You know,
thank you.
You know, we talked about the packaging and all that stuff, but you know, people not even looking at the packaging; they're empty now.
Right. Yeah. No, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but shout out to the whole DJC Cisco family. I look forward to meeting most of you guys when I make it up that way. I look forward to getting Sedan on some tracks and more tracks with you in the future, Miz, because the last conference call we had as a label, one of the things I brought up, I say, well, you know, hey, we got to do something with everybody on the labels on the track.
Yes.
And I see Sedan clapping his hands. He was doing that back then. But it's something we got to do in his honor, and we'll get that together down the road. But again, I don't want to
definitely want in on that.
I want to give my proper respects.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. And big shout out to the whole Mama There Goes That band. And LJ, thank you for calling in and saying, you know, your kind words for DJ Cisco. We appreciate it. And we definitely got to stay connected, keep his legacy going. And I think that that's something we can all do together.
Amen.
Right. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you too. Thank you, LJ. Too. Thank you.
Salute, King. Peace and blessings.
Good night, LJ.
All right. So big shout out to Prince Paul. Karen, yes, I did see your message. I did send him the link. I actually called him before the show. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I did give him everything for him to be able to watch and to tune in. And JP, big shout out to JP Music.
Man, come on now.
Yes, I know he's out right now and stuff like that, but he definitely pulled up and showing his support for DJ Cisco.
Yes.
Track Life Productions, we see you. Who was speaking? I'm sorry, Sedan. I think it was something that you were saying. Was it? I apologize, because I know he called in and then somebody was in the middle of speaking. I wanted y'all to finish. Why is their mics muted? Karen and Toya. Oh, okay. I didn't know. They did it themselves. Okay. I'm like, what's going on?
Dog in the background.
No. I appreciate it. Okay, that's what's up. So let me just go to some pictures really quickly. Because there is a picture. Tell us, Karen, when and where this was with you and DJ Cisco. There we go. All right, that's K Swiss, Karen.
That's at Chucky's Grill in Chicago in Rogers Park when I first met Cisco in person.
Oh, okay. All right. When was that?
May of 2016.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about. And so I have some other pictures here. I don't know who this guy is, number 8. This is
that's Big Mo. Big Mo,
that's Big Mo.
Was a close friend of Cisco's from Queens.
That's at the white party.
Yep, that was the white party. And that's the last time DJ Cisco saw Big Mo alive, because a few months later Big Mo passed away, and then DJ Cisco played at his luncheon after the funeral.
Wow.
Wow.
And Sedan was there also.
That's heavy. Yeah,
Sedan was at the white party also.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that, but I do have another picture of DJ Cisco and Sedan, number 7.
That was that was at Big Mo's funeral.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Wow. Yeah. It's just it's unbelievable how,
everybody going home.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. Again, I just want to say, Project Unity, because a call had came in. I want to talk about Project Unity, and then you guys could chime in on it. When he started that, I think that might have been the last time when I seen him in Atlanta. We met out. Was that the last?
Atlanta. Yeah.
When I seen him face to face, we met in Atlanta. And I performed out there. When I tell you, like I said, like a big brother, he would make sure he feed the homeless. Every time, wherever we went, he would get out there, and we all chipped in and stuff like that. But he always had an agenda to make sure that he look out for the people in the community when he was there, as much as possible and as much as he can, and at the same time giving artists a platform. But from what I know is that when he created Project Unity, because he was about unity and peace. Okay. He wanted to create unity amongst everybody, all over, all different colors and genders, everything, you name it, different genres of music, just unity amongst the whole human race. As I said, he did speak up for things he was passionate about, but Project Unity meant a lot to him. And that is something that he started. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your take on Project Unity and whatever you know about it? Or
so, Dan, can I go first? Cisco started Project Unity during the presidential campaign when Trump and Clinton were running against each other. He wanted to bring people of the world together through music. And then we got talking and stuff and thought, well, how about helping like the homeless or the poor, or getting collecting food. In Chicago, we had a barrel where people could bring in their donation, and if they donated some food, they got in free. When we went to Atlanta, which was the 4th Project Unity, we went to a mission area and we handed out slices of pizza and bottles of water to the homeless there.
Nice.
I gotta mute.
Beautiful.
No. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, so that's beautiful. Again, to create something like that when we're living in a world that divides us, right? Division. He was always thinking of a way to try to make it better, to make a difference. And I believe that he did that. And that's why we're all here right now, honoring him, the type of person that he was, and the fact that he was there to make a difference. Oh my God, big shout out to Richard Coleman. I see you on the check-in. I believe that's his brother. Listen, the phone lines is open if you want to call in. We're going to put the phone lines up there. Wayne, if you want to call in, that is the number at the bottom of the screen. We'll let that go across there. Again, as long as everybody come in and pay our respects to DJ Cisco, so important. So who wants to go next about Project Unity? Whatever you know about it.
I would like to say, because the brother and you, sis, had brought Project Unity my attention on my interview with him, which was the last interview he had conducted. Project Unity, just researching about it and learning about it was something. It's like our old leaders back in the day, Noble Jew Ali, Marcus Garvey, bringing something together where it's unified and it's fun. No guns, no violence, no nonsense, no ignorance. It's all about the people. It's all about music. It's all about unity. For the brother to bring a vision like that to the manifest and make it physical is you know what I'm saying? And that itself, from state to state to state, whether it was 3 states, 2 states, 1 state, it was still something that is magnificent in the fact of what we're going through as a people in these days and times.
Absolutely. 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 Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sedan?
Yes, ma'am. Well, the thing with Project Unity was an idea at one time. Everything starts as an idea.
Amen.
And how me and Cisco reconnected was I was in rehab. I was locked away in rehab, and I get a phone call and they say, someone's on the telephone. Now, mind you, I hadn't spoken to Cisco in maybe 6 years, but somewhere off and on. But he found me, and we were talking on the phone, and without missing a beat, forget that I'm in rehab. He's like, yo, I got this idea for a show. So check it out. We're going to do, everybody. The Project Unity wasn't the name at the time, but it was something. He was like, yo, I want you to rhyme, and a dude from Chicago and somebody from over here. And I said, yo, that sounds awesome, man. That whenever that could happen, let's make it happen. And he did it. He spoke it into existence. And this day is even harder than most because this made it real to me. Feel me? Now that we've all sat together to say that we have lost our brother, it is now become real. It is now no denying it anymore. If there was denial to be had, I just know I miss my brother. That's all I can say. I just know I miss my brother. And Project Unity is something I definitely want to continue because I said all that to say because it was about feeding the homeless, and I was homeless at the time, and I have to make this continue. I have to have Cisco's name forever. As long as I'm alive, Cisco's alive. That's the way I feel about it.
Facts.
That's right. That's right.
Facts.
There's so many emotions that, like I said, I'm somebody that's good with words, but this is one time that I'm not.
That's okay. Listen, cool, you say what you can say. It sometimes you don't know what to say because you got so many different thoughts going on, so many different feelings going on, and it's hard. Yeah, and it's hard to deal with it and still try to. But we're here. You understand what I'm saying? We're here and we are together dealing with this, and we are remembering him, and we have to for sure. All of us need to come together and try to do something when it comes to this project unity, because the word unity means everything. And I believe that we all need to come together and do this in honor of him. Because listen, at the end of the day, when it comes to, I'm talking about outside my household, I don't know anybody that supported me as much as he did. And RIP to my other brother, Dwayne, who also I lost to COVID. He was a very good friend, just like Cisco was. Very supportive. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you right now, for me, I'm down to do whatever it takes to keep his name going. Big shout out to my mom. I see you in the check-in. Wayne, if you want to call in, we are here for you, my brother. You could call in if you want to call into the show. Prince Poe, I see you trying to come in. You have to activate your camera and your mic in order for us to bring you on. We do not see you and we cannot hear you, but we can tell that you are trying to get in. So I guess we'll just wait and see if it come up. Toya, do you have anything else that you want to share with us? Can she hear me? I don't think she can hear.
I think she can.
Okay, so
she's on. Yeah, she must be off mute. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Yes. I just said I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to say, on behalf of your uncle.
Hey, yeah, I love my uncle to death, and he was a great man. He supported everyone. I just want everyone that loves him to.
Can't hear you. It's low.
I think a hand covering the mic. Yeah.
Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes, perfect. Yeah, I guess your hand was covering the mic.
Okay. Well, I'm just glad that some of his friends, or you guys can. I have to just say, first and foremost, my voice is hoarse, so I don't usually sound like this, but I'm just so glad that you did this, seriously, because my uncle was one of those like supporting, he support indie artists. That was like his number one focus, he want everybody to be on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad you're like, making sure he is remembered in the best way, and just doing your tribute, and I appreciate it. And as his niece, like, me and him was very close. He was a great man. He was very inspirational. He motivated everybody around him. His spirit was like, contagious. Like, he just wanted everybody to win.
That's right.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like, he wanted everybody to win. He was not a hitter. He was good. Like, he was like, anybody he associated himself with, he was like, listen, what you doing? Okay, we're going to do this, and you going to do this, and you going, so yeah. But seriously, I thank you. I thank you so much. I thank all the friends, everyone, and I thank you so much for letting Mama Coleman come on.
Of course.
Oh, what? Come on now.
And she don't even know nothing about Grandma, Mama Coleman, Uncle Craig's mom. Like, she don't know nothing about all of this stuff that's going on. She was like so happy. So thank you so much.
Listen, we thank her.
She was like, "Oh, I don't know nothing about, She's like, what?
Listen,
we thank her.
We thank her for coming on. That was a blessing for us to be able to hear from her. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Mama Coleman. We appreciate her so much, and please, everybody send a prayer for her to be able to deal with this, and send a prayer for his wife and his kids, his sons and his grandchild to be able to get through these times. It is very difficult. Alina is struggling through getting through this as well, and I want to definitely shout her out and acknowledge her as well. That was his wife. He loved her. He loved his kids. So and we have to respect that. And that's the most important thing. So
Lady Miss,
that's a fact.
Yes. Shout out Queen Mama Cody.
Uncle Wayne coming on. I don't know. Did he come on?
This Lady Miss, this will be reposted or uploaded on YouTube, right?
Yes, this will be on YouTube. It'll be up there. It'll be on Roku, and it will be on YouTube. And it will be on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, all of those streaming platforms for anybody who wants to just listen to it. If they can't watch it, it will be on all of the streaming platforms for people to be able to listen.
If you can figure out a way for your grandmother to see the YouTube at another time.
Yes.
That might be nice.
Absolutely.
I want to tell you something that happened today. You're not gonna believe me, but it is all true. Okay. Today I had to go to a funeral of a friend of mine. Rest in peace, my man Emmanuel from DC. Okay. He passed away on March 4th, and he was killed. So I was like, oh my God. So I got called. I had to go to this funeral today, and on the same day as Cisco's memorial that you were throwing. I left today at 12 o'clock. I put on the Pandora station, which was Curtis Mayfield in my new car that I've been driving around enjoying life. So I'm driving around and I'm playing Curtis Mayfield radio. I'm about 3 miles away from the funeral home. The song that comes on is Cisco Kid, the old school joint. Cisco Kid was a friend of mine.
You're right.
So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Because I'm driving to this other funeral. But I'm by myself. It's just one of those moments. So
you wasn't by yourself, King.
The block before the funeral parlor, where I had to make a left, my GPS said make a left on Garner Road. The street before Garner Road, just before I make my left, and Cisco Kid is going off, the street name is Coleman Street.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
I just told you wasn't by yourself.
And I turned and left. I said, I can't believe this is happening. And I turned into the funeral. I parked, and I burst out in tears right there. Done.
Oh, my God.
I'm done.
No,
and I'm like,
the brother was with you.
Why? He was the night he died. I know when
the brother was with you. No doubt.
This has been the hardest, forever hardest. Broke me. I still haven't been able to go back in the studio. Well, I went once, but I tried. I broke down in the studio. Dude said, you can't come back to the studio no more.
Bro, but see, this is what he want. This is what he want us to do. He want us to get in that studio. He want us to do that. He want us to bring that true hip hop, bro.
It was the first time I went to the studio with my brother. And
listen, guys, there's a caller on the line. So I want to bring the caller on. So give me a second, please. Let's see if it.
My brother.
Okay, hold on. Why is it?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Okay, I hear. Wait, we hear the echo. Oh, I think it's gone. Okay. State your name and where you're calling from, caller.
What's up, Lady Miss? Wayne Coleman.
Oh, what's up? How you doing,
I'm
Wayne?
glad you're doing this for my baby brother, man. It means
man, salute, King.
What's up, Wayne? Carol in the building.
What's happening?
He was as a person, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, we want to send our condolences to you. That was your brother,
Most definitely.
Definitely want
to. I'm still in shock over the whole incident, over the whole thing. It's like I didn't imagine the world without him,
Mm-hmm.
It was like all of a sudden type of thing. So You know, it was a lot of things we didn't reconnect on and stuff, but I'll remember the good times that we had, that I experienced with him, you know.
Absolutely.
That's what I can do, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We and again, you know, like I said, we sending our condolences. We hurt with you. You know what I mean? It's a difficult time.
Sure.
None of us was expecting to even hear that. You know, even when I found out he was sick, and then when I text him, he's always trying to make sure everybody don't worry. So I'm like, hey, you know, I'm concerned. Are you okay? And his text back to me was, hey, it's okay. I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? Even when he wasn't. So, you know, it is difficult, but we definitely, you know, for the family, for you, your other brother.
Losing a loved one is always difficult for everybody, anybody, you know.
Yes.
It's like, you know, it's just something that we all have to experience in life at one point or another. You know, it's based on everybody's mortality.
Right.
But yeah, you just don't expect it. It hits hard, you know. But like I said, just got to remember the good times and cherish the memories, right?
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
But it means a lot, like just to hear people express themselves about, you know, how they felt about Cisco and everything. It's like, it's very heartfelt, you know. And I don't know if my mom's is still listening or whatever, but she'll see it and it's gonna bring a big smile to her and everything. So I already know.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, it's definitely going to be up there. Oh, go ahead, godson. You wanted to say something to Wayne?
Yeah, please. Tell the brother, you know, from Detroit.
You know, I would have called in earlier too, but my phone was acting up, so I had to use wifey's phone. So.
Okay. I know you can't hear. You can't hear. Oh, he can. Mm-hmm. Oh, because godson was trying to say something to you. Can you hear him?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Let me see.
Go ahead, godson. See if you can hear godson. He was trying to say something to you.
No, I was saying, you know, deep condolences from, you know, my family to yours, brother. I love your brother. I love you because you his brother.
It's not working.
Can you hear me?
For some reason, it's not going through. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Sometimes it's phone lines, but
I hear him sending condolences.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, mad love from Detroit, like, bro.
There's a delay.
You can catch it when you see it.
But I had to hear it from the speaker.
Right.
And not my phone.
Okay. All right.
Got you.
Mad love, Pharaoh. It's Sedan, baby.
I appreciate it.
You still got one brother left.
You know.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're going to hear Sedan if you listen in the speaker. He said you still got one brother left. That reminds me of what's that, Boys in the Hood? Remember he said that at the end? He was like, you still got one brother left, man.
So with Cisco in 1991.
Like, yeah, for the first time I met him.
I saw that movie with him.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hey, big hugs from me. It's Karen. I hope to see you this summer.
Everything you do, Lady Miz.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all of y'all.
I already know.
Yes.
I'm still going to be seeing you at the events, hopefully.
Yes, of course, absolutely. And like I said, I just want us all to really stay connected and to honor his name and, you know, just try to, you know, do what we can, because listen, none of us never know when it's going to be our last, and we want to leave behind the good mark that he did as well. So,
amen.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And again, like I said, our prayers is with you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I see you, niece.
Facts.
Yes.
That's Latoya, right?
Yes.
I see you, Latoya. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, niece. Yeah.
Absolutely. I know it's on a delay, but she'll hear it.
Still here.
Definitely.
Oh, okay. There she go. All right.
Hey.
I love y'all.
Okay, we love you too. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
I know.
Bye.
Like you too, Kane.
Hello?
Peace.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
Yes.
It is perfectly. It's perfectly fine.
Yes, my voice is lost, but I'm here. Uncle Wayne, you can hear me?
Oh, we hear you, sister.
He hung up. He hung up.
We heard you. We can hear you, but your uncle hung up.
Okay, it's all good as long as he spoke his piece. So it's all
Amen.
good. And I appreciate all of you, like for real. Thank you so much. And I'm
of course. Oh no, what happened? We lost her. Oh, she'll probably pop back in.
She'll pop back in.
Yeah, but I guess. Oh, go ahead.
Me?
No, what?
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you, sister. What I love about this is that everybody, I mean, like everybody came in, was like from the first day they talked to the brother, it's like they felt that love, they felt that energy, they felt that unity. You see what I'm saying? Because like I always tell people, we got to trust the process, and we got to trust that God's people go knows God's people.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? The Most High people go know each other. It's not our first time on this earth. It's not our last time.
Mm-hmm.
We done been here before. We done interacted in heaven. We done interacted in here on earth again. So when we meet people, it's like that. You either know you go deal with them or you not. And King Coleman knew he was gonna deal with them or he not. You see what I'm saying? And that's you can't get no realer than that. You see what I'm saying?
That's so true. So true. Oh man.
Yeah.
Toya. Oh, there she go.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, because I don't do a lot of talking, especially in times like this. But I'm
an assassin.
Speak on, Ray.
When I first started, even doing this, it started with Cisco when he was doing when he did his radio show and he would talk on the phone. Because I used to listen to his radio show just to hear him mess up the birthdays.
Yeah. No, the names. Not the names, the people names. He said butcher their names.
He would call me and ask me to pronounce them for him. Oh my God, that was crazy.
Y'all so silly.
I used to look forward to that, but it didn't start.
That's why I'm Jackie Chanette.
Oh man. But go ahead,
when I started doing this, it started with Cisco, because Miz had talked me into doing it. But when he used to do his radio show and he would have his talks on it, I do a lot of the like typing in the chat, and I really didn't call in. And he used to always tell Miz, tell Ray to call in, tell Ray to call in, because he got something to say. So tell him to call in. And I think the first time I just finally did it is when Nipsey Hussle died. And he did the show on Nipsey Hussle. And I was kind of upset on what happened. And me and him had a long conversation on the phone about it. And that's what got me into really feeling comfortable now and getting on here with the help of Miz now, because she kind of pushed when the door opened, she pushed me through it. She just kicked me in the back. It's like, you're going to stay doing it. And he's the one that got me really comfortable with saying, you're just speaking out in public.
Right.
Yes.
Well, Ray, Cisco learned a lot from you and Lady Miz as well, because he had been trying to go live on Facebook and on YouTube since like 2016. He would call me up and say, hey, are you busy? Can I try this on you and stuff? And I think he learned it from you two. And it was so nice to see him live on Facebook.
Yes. Well, thanks. It's funny you say that, because that's one of the things I used to say to him when we would go in the Mixler chat room. It gets crazy in the Mixler chat room. We used to have so much fun talking our little junk and playing around and whatever. It would get heated at some points, and then some points we come back and we all make up again, right? But it was still so fun in the chat room. But I did used to tell him, I used to say, Cisco, people want to see us now. So we gotta go and use this YouTube. We gotta start going live on Facebook. And at first he didn't want to do it. He was like, no, I want to stick to this. And I'm like, you can still stick to that, but you got to switch it up. Let people see, let people want to see, and connect. And I was glad to see that he started doing that, and he just started doing it on his own after a while, which was really, really good to see. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, the chat room on Mixlr could get wild. For Sedan's release party for the veteran, we had a shot party, and we take that literally. Okay.
Yo, that was really bad.
Really drunk, including Contra
That was really bad. Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
But you know, people used to
that sound like some fun.
Oh, it was fun.
And say, Cisco would tell the chat, I'm going to be 10 minutes late. He would fall asleep in the morning before the morning show, and he didn't wake up. You know?
We had so much fun that night. That was crazy.
Oh, man.
That's what's up.
I used to have Jerry Jordan on Saturdays. And, she would bring some artists and actors from California. And Jory's from originally Chicago, and she was part of the Wu-Tang Clan in that. So
shout out to Jory Jordan, no doubt.
Jory Jordan. I sent her a tag asking if she wanted to join in, and
I would have loved for her to come. Yeah.
Oh yes, you know she was on his show, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. He told me about her a while back. Yep.
Monday nights was the balcony show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Days, you know, with Ann Thatcher and Andrew Chervack, and they actually are based, I believe, out of Pennsylvania. So I don't know if they ever met with Cisco, since he did live there for a while in that. But and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday was the DJ Cisco show. Monday through Friday in the morning was Cisco in the morning.
Yes.
You know, so
I have a question.
I have my alarm set.
I have a question, guys, and then I want you guys to give your final words, and we're gonna wrap it up. For me, I guess when I deal with stuff, the best way for me to deal with it is to like kind of avoid, like that fight or flight type of thing. I've been really avoiding a lot, and really, that's how I cope. I stay busy, and because I feel like if I sit, like when I found out that he was no longer with us, I was in one spot for like 3 days. I couldn't move. But for me, I felt like I do better if I just stay busy, and I was avoiding. I haven't been on the Mixlr or any of that. So what I want to ask you guys, and if you have you been on his show? Is it still running where people, is it repeating?
It is not repeating on Mixlr anymore. It is showing as off air, but it was playing for at least 3 weeks after Cisco passed. There was a Thursday night interview that he had done just before he went in the hospital, and he kept apologizing to the artist, saying, I'm so sorry. I've got this bad cold. I'm just not feeling well. And then Sedan told me a day later that Cisco was going to go in and get tested, and then he ended up in the hospital. That one never got to be shown again on like Mixcloud. There are some old on Mixcloud you can go on. There are some on YouTube. You can probably find the interviews on his Roku and that, because I think the Roku is paid for a year. I don't know how that goes, but as far as Mixlr, he's off the air.
I'm out.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Algie said empty too. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to know. It's difficult for me. I don't think that I've gotten to that point yet where I could I can't even look at the shows that we did together. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I can't look at them at this time. If it comes up, I quickly scroll because I know I'm not really ready yet. Not yet. I don't know, that's just me. That's how I deal with stuff. But again, I want to ask y'all if y'all have any parting words before we get out of here, or if anybody wants to say a prayer for DJ Cisco, for the family, for the mother. wife, son,
Yes.
nieces
like
and brothers. Yes.
I would just like to tell my uncle, I love you. I love you to death. You know, me and we were very close. Um, and I'ma just see you when I get to the other side. That's all I can say.
All right. Thank
I'll
you,
see you when I
Toya.
get to the other side. I love you. You were a great man. You're phenomenal. Your spirit will always linger on to everyone who loved you, and you motivated everyone. You motivated everyone around you. He was just like um for everyone. Anyone that just came around him, he was good energy, great energy. Like he just was like motivating. We love you and we miss you. And it was shocking to everyone that you're not here.
Amen.
So
that's right.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Toya. Thank you
No
for
problem.
that.
No problem.
Anyone else?
I want to say this without it sounding like a promotion. First of all, like I said, Cisco can never be replaced in my heart. That was the only brother I had, and I lost so many people walking into this year. And then for him to be the last one that went after everyone else had gone before him, meaning my sister, another best friend of mine, and Cisco was there for all of those things, and now he's gone. All I have to remind me of him is our music and our time together. And I still have music that we produced that hasn't been heard, and I haven't been able to work with it. I haven't been able to touch it. It's so, I don't want it to be played too much. I don't want it to be ruined, but I'm gonna make sure that music is heard the same way we were gonna do it, and that it just never got done. And as long as I'm breathing, me and Cisco don't have time. We didn't get what we needed to do done. As long as I'm breathing, we still have things to do that we didn't finish. We were supposed to do this till the wheels fell off. Death wasn't even in the cards. Wasn't even in the cards. Never even spoke about it. I've known that man for almost all my life, and death was something we never discussed. Wasn't. We were going into the first hip hop old folks home together. We was gonna be those dudes. We was going to roll off like that. And I don't have my friend here with me to do it with. So I have to do it to make sure that he's still heard. And
that's right.
Project Unity has to continue. The God of Sound would not be the God of Sound without Cisco. So my life here on out is not only to advance myself, but if I advance, you all advance, as well as Cisco's name. And that's all it means to me. That's all it means to me. And Karen is there with me. She's been holding me down for 6 years, and she understood how much this meant to me. And it just has to continue. Why did I start this? I started it with him. I have to finish it with him. I just have to. I just have to. I just have to. Bounty Hunters for life. DJ Cisco Global for life. We created this.
I want to say.
All right. Thank you, Sedan, for that.
I want to say, DJ Cisco, you won my heart 7 years ago. I miss you, you big teddy bear. For all the times you were late for shows, why couldn't you have been late this time?
Wow.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you for that. Sorry.
Amen. I feel everybody's pain. King Cisco, from the short time we knew each other, bro, it's like years. And your inspiration inspires me because basically, King, we cut from the same cloth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm honored. I'm happy to be a part of that cloth. You see what I'm saying? Because that cloth is unique. That cloth is right now unseen unless it's in the underground. You see what I'm saying? And before I even came to the underground, you was putting it down in the underground. You see what I'm saying? So I always give honors to the kings and queens of the past that laid it down. And King Cisco, you laid it down. And like King Sedan said, we got to continue it on. You know what I'm saying? No matter what name, what title it's under, if it's in the spirit of King, DJ Cisco, DJ Global, Radio Global, you can best believe Boss Like Music 313, Godson the Pharaoh was there. Mad salute to everybody in this underground that knew you, that came across your path. You know what I'm saying? Even all the industry artists, you see what I'm saying, that you took pictures with, that you'd have been on the set with, then they gave homage to you. They don't want to give homage to you now. They know.
So much.
You see what I'm saying? Because we know.
So much not being said.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
know that you was there, King.
So much.
You see, so we trust the process. We trust the process in which you started. We gonna trust the process in how I keep going. And we gonna trust the process in the winning of the end of it.
Amen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Godson. Thank you so much for that. Thank all of y'all for coming on and
thank you, Lady Miz. Thank you, Lady Miz. No doubt.
Of
yes,
course.
thank you, Lady Miz.
Listen, I had to do it.
Thank you,
know
Ray.
what I mean?
Thank you, King Ray, for sure.
Yes,
thank
yes.
You. Thank you,
and
Queen
he had to do it because again, Cisco was very supportive of everything that we have going on. Big shout out to J Smooth, John Hall that just pulled up. I see you, J Smooth, John Hall. Again, he's the one that introduced me to DJ Cisco. Okay, so I want to shout that brother out.
If he gonna call in, we definitely got to hear from him, yo.
Yeah, put the number up on the screen while we put that there. I'm gonna say my words. My final words. Jay Smooth, I hope you do call in. We waiting on you, brother. And Prince Paul, I see you try to come in here a few times. If you can't get in, please call in. But I just want to say, like Sedan said too, it's so much to be said. We can't even sit here. We be here all day, all night, right? Trying to really say what we can about DJ Cisco. But again, he was a very great friend. And I like I said, I met him in what year? 2018 or something like that. So I mean,
no. Actually, before that,
it was a little bit before. That's when we did the show.
Physically met.
Right. But I met him before that. But again, great friend. I knew he was a great husband to his wife Alina, great son to his mother, great father to his kids, great friend to us, great brother to his brothers, and Sedan, who was like his brother, to Cameron and his to his niece here, Toya, who he was there, for in a time whenever she needed him. He was there for all of us, and at the end of the day, like Sedan said, I can't even sit here and say everything, but I just want to remember him. I want to remember him. I want to always pay my respect for him. I want his name to live on. And I think that we could do that through us. Again, remembering DJC, Radio Global, remembering Project Unity, remembering his station, remembering his love for the people and his love for the indie artists. Okay, we can never forget this. Please, let's continue to be supportive and support each other and remember what he stood for and learn from that if we're not already doing it. Now, there is somebody on the line. I want to bring them on.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Caller, state your name and where you calling from.
How you doing? It's John Hall from Detroit.
Hey, oh, that's what I'm talking about. How you doing, brother? I'm so glad you called in.
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We are right.
We all right. Man, salute, Mr. Hall.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so talk to us. Listen, because like I said, I always tell people I met DJ Cisco because of you. You know what I mean? So I know that you've always been supportive of everything that he got going on. So give us some words about DJ Cisco and how he impacted you.
Oh man, I was introduced to him, man, in 2016, and ever since I was introduced to him, we just stayed in touch like we had always knew each other. I had just met him. And we just connected through the music. I love music. I used to record when I was younger, and I used to, I always threatened to do a song and come back. Everybody would say, okay, well, just, I threatened it so much, I never did it, but I was going to do it and send it to him first. I always wanted to do that. Never got a chance to do that, but I just loved the show. It got me through a lot of days, because I love music. He loved music, and we just used to talk all the time. Anyway, I would call him before he cut the music off after some of his shows. He'd take my call, listen to what I had to say. His wife waiting on him, his family waiting on him. He always had time to talk to him.
Right.
And I saw you on a show, and I knew y'all was close. I was like, I'm just going to try to connect them. And I did, and y'all ran with it.
Yes.
I missed that show. I missed the chat room.
Me too.
I used to talk a lot of stuff in there, but it was just fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dan, everybody.
Hey,
it was
John.
just fun. It just got me through a lot of tough times, and like I said, he was just a great person.
Amen. It sounds like we need to do that next
can't
Project
believe it.
Unity in Detroit.
I was late to the show, but I'm gonna go back and listen.
Come on now, talk that talk today.
Too much tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what.
Absolutely.
But I do, definitely on my mind. So.
Acapella Monday.
But yeah, I can't believe it happened. It's just, unbelievable, really.
I know.
Yeah.
It is.
Facts.
Definitely. Well, like I said, I'm always to big up you, and I appreciate you, John, because again, you always made it fun. You the one that connected. So, you did what he does. You connected, you put people in touch with other people, and that's what unity is all about. So you also represented that as well. And we definitely appreciate you, because we were talking about the chat room earlier. We were having some, fun in there, go back and forth. But we, listen, we had our fun. We had our moments. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my God. I thought that somebody had a question, but I don't know if I pass it or not.
So Dan, what's up?
What's up, yo? I'm still the best MC, right? You know
that, right?
Hey, come
we
on
ain't
now.
doing this on this show, okay?
Hey, watch that there, bro. Watch that there, bro.
My bad. I'm sorry. Cisco told me to. Cisco told me to. He said, don't take that, man.
Hey, what's up, God said, I see y'all.
Well, listen,
man,
guess what? I know what I wanted to say.
We got to hook up, bro. Holla at me.
Okay.
Yes, listen, guys. What I wanted to say was, I think we should do a whole long song, a tribute to him. Everybody, get on one whole song. We reach out to whatever artist that's out there that want to be a part of it, that knew him, that he might have interviewed or whatever, and let's all get together and do a tribute song for DJ Cisco. I think that would be pretty dope.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm with that. Yes, let's do that.
All right, so we're gonna connect, guys. We are going to connect and do that.
This is beautiful too, what you and Ray put together tonight.
Thank you. I had to do it.
Amen. Hey, JP getting in on that song too, y'all.
Man.
Yeah. All right. So listen, I want to Prince Paul, I didn't hear from him. Listen, I know he definitely wanted to come in. I'm not sure what happened, but I want to thank each and every last one of y'all. John for calling in, all the callers that called in, everybody in the chat room. I want to thank you, Karen, for being here and also being so helpful. I reached out to Karen, and whenever I reach out to Karen, she always comes through. So I appreciate you so much for Karen. Godson, the same thing to you as well, because I want to thank you for talking to me about being able to just accept it in a way where this is a part of life, because I was having a difficult time dealing with it and accepting it. And when I even heard you spoke, it put me in a different state of mind to say, don't come on here and break down, because I'm a crybaby, right? Like I said, I bought my glasses just in case, but it was like,
no, it's good.
To celebrate his life.
Listen, sis, it's good. My empress is the same way. You know, she a Cancer. She the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I have to tell her the same thing, you know, and she's growing. Everybody have to grow spiritually. We in the matrix. Once we get home where he at, we out the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, I want to thank you definitely for being a part, and going over to Toya now.
Yes.
Absolutely. Toya, thank you so much for everything.
So much. Yeah.
Listen, I appreciate you. You have no idea. And I spoke to Toya several times on the phone, going back and forth. I know that she is going through it, dealing with this. So this is a very hard time for her as well. And just the conversations between me and Toya, I felt like I've grown to connect with Toya too. You are a sister in my heart. And I appreciate you so much. And thank you. You're welcome.
Appreciate you so much. Thank you, girl.
Thank you. No problem. And Sedan, I want to shout you out and thank you too for coming on here, sharing your story.
You know, man, salute to the king.
Yes, absolutely. Being connected and stuff like that. And you know, one of the things, and not to bring this up, but I'm gonna say it. Like, I know me and Sedan, we weren't talking for a minute, but Cisco kept saying to me, Miz, you got to do a song with Sedan. He was so big on that. And I, learning from him, I had to learn too. You know what? Sometimes you gotta move on and let things go. You can't hold on to stuff. You know, even with me and Cisco, when we had our little falling outs, we actually had a conversation and we both said, okay, what we're gonna do is, if we feel in some kind of way, we're gonna talk to each other and make sure that you know, we're on the same page instead of being mad and wondering. Yes, facts. And that's what we started to do from there. Because again, like, we all go through stuff, you know what I mean? But it's about, as long as you still got that love in your heart, that's what really matters. And Sedan, I just want to shout you out and say, you know, like, look, you know, I know DJ Cisco loved you like a brother, and you know, I got love for you too. And, you know, I just want us to all kind of stay together and do what we got to do for him. And let's do this joint together with all of us, and remembering his name. Okay.
That's right.
All right. All right. So before we get up out of here, you got something else? Yeah, sure. Go.
I just want to give mad salute and love to Queen Toya, sister. You know, everybody, like I said, you know, everybody faces these type of things in this physical life. Yes, but you for standing strong and for even wanting this, because we got to think about this. Who does things like this? You see what I'm saying? Who sits up and gives a tribute to a loved one in the aspect of, okay, look, we really gonna tell the truth about this sister or this brother.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but somebody's playing it in the back and it's echoing in here, so people are gonna hear it twice. Okay, try it now. Hopefully they turned it down.
What I was saying is what's going on right now is a first, because we gotta think about it. We're giving true understanding, true love to a brother that we truly love. Don't nobody do that in the industry.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? This is a first. This is history. And because it's not gonna stop. You see what I'm saying? Because this brother's legacy will live on through us. Whether an individual in the underground acknowledges it or not, whether an individual in the industry acknowledges it or not, this has been a precedent all day, from heaven to earth. I thank you, my queen. I thank you.
You are very, very welcome. Again, I want to remind y'all, please keep his mother in your prayers. Please keep his wife and his kids in your prayers, his brothers, his niece. I'm asking y'all, please, because prayer is important. We need to pray for strength for them to continue to move on and deal with this, because it is really, really hard. So before we go, I want to lastly just thank all of y'all again so much, and I want to stay connected with y'all. But Ray has something to say.
I mean, before we go, we're gonna end the show the way Cisco used to start his shows.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. All right. So guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. And for those who might come on later, you leave a comment, share this with someone, or say what Cisco meant to you and what he did for you, like he did for all of us. We love you, Cisco. Yeah, we will never, ever forget you. And
tell a friend and tell a friend. Right. Cisco's on right
That's
now.
Right.
That's right.
And tell them for the people in the back too.
All right, let's get it.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Hey.
DJ Cisco.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.